Hello, welcome to this Computer Weekly video. I'm Bryan Glick, I'm the Editor-in-Chief of Computer Weekly, and in this video we're going to be talking about how to migrate application software to the cloud. We're going to be looking at some of the challenges involved in it, looking at why people are doing it, and most importantly trying to get an understanding of what the benefits can be achieved for organisations that go through this sort of project. Now, to help me do that, I'm joined by Mark Thornton. Mark is the Chief Operating Officer of the retail software specialist Maginus. Mark, welcome. Thank you for coming on.
My pleasure.
Now, you've clearly been through this process of migrating an application to the cloud. But let's take a little step back from that first and just try and get a feeling for why this is becoming so important. You know, what are the real business drivers, particularly in the retail sector, that are pushing organisations to move to the cloud?
Retail is tough. It's a difficult environment in which to operate your business, and that's just not been something that's been there for the last 12 months. It's actually been for some time now. And why has that happened? Well, people can point to organisations like Amazon, who've come into the market and disrupted the sector. And what we're finding is some of our organisations, some of our customers are up for the fight, and they have to change their businesses in order to meet those challenges. And those challenges are that Amazon and organisations like them offer superb service to their customers, and in order to compete, you also have to offer the same level of services. But it doesn't just finish there, and I think some organisations have made the mistake of thinking that the problem was just getting online, and once you were online the problem was solved. And now they're facing the challenge that that's not where the problem starts and finishes. It's also about understanding how to make profit. And there are examples in the market now, Mothercare, for example, who would have a fantastic website and feel as though they give great customer service. But if you don't understand your cost to serve model, if you don't understand how to make profit from an order, then you're going to ultimately fail. We're all about solving not just the online problem, but also the cost to serve model as well.
You know, you've made a really good case there, Mark, for the business drivers that are pushing organisations to look to put their software more into the cloud. Yeah. Let's drill down into some of the technology issues around that. For people who are working in IT, what are the big challenges that they face in making this move?
Well, I'll just bring us back to the problem that we're trying to solve again. It's really examining of what Amazon do very well, which is having distributed warehousing, which is placing product as close to the end user as possible. So how do our customers do that? How do we solve that problem? Well, we can use AI for some predictive learning so that we can place product close to what the anticipated demand is. But that's only part of the problem. The other part is actually distributing the software, the ERP system that these warehouses need to use. And the best way of doing that is through the cloud. So our challenge as an organisation has been to take what we have in terms of incredibly rich software and functionality, and then start to deploy that functionality using the cloud, such that as long as someone has a browser, they have access to our software.
Most organisations clearly don't have the resources of an Amazon when it comes to making an application migration into the cloud. And there's a lot of challenges, as you've explained there, that goes into this. You've been through this process. You've migrated your core application to the cloud. How did you go about tackling those challenges to make it a success?
Well, it's not been easy, and it's been a 2-year story. But what we endeavoured to do was try something out and fail fast. And indeed, we started down a path which was very much we wanted to be cloud service based, we wanted headless technologies involved. But what we quite quickly examined is that we weren't evolving quick enough, we weren't getting down that roadmap quick enough to support our customers. So we tried another tact, which was the migration strategy and code conversion strategy. And that has worked tremendously well for us. And if there was one piece of advice I'd give to an organisation who was considering the same type of process is lean heavily on your technology partners. And I wish at the beginning we'd maybe done that, and Oracle and Sintra have given us some great advice, and that certainly has accelerated the process.
So you've been through this 2-year project. It's been successful for you, but clearly you've learnt a lot along the way as well. Now you're at this side of the project. What can you identify as the real benefits that you've got as an organisation, and I guess your customers as well?
Well, for my customers, they've got the product that they want for their business. So no longer is the technology a barrier to their growth. They are able to deploy new implementations quickly without the challenges that we had previously with on-premise implementations. But with the cloud, there are other benefits as well. Their ability to scale quickly in peak is hugely beneficial. But what is also often overlooked is the ability to scale back in terms of your resources as well when there are quiet times. And our hope with this technology is it's not just quiet times in the year, seasonality, but it's actually quiet times during the day. So paring back resource in the middle of the night when there just isn't the need for that computing power. In terms of the benefits for Maginus, well, we had a user conference in October. We presented this new release to our customer base, and we have 10 projects to deal with in 2020. So we're absolutely delighted.
So you've had a successful project, but probably most of the people watching this video clearly aren't as far through that sort of migration process as you are now. If you were talking to somebody who was starting out on a cloud application migration now, and you could give them one piece of advice, what do you think that would be?
Just start. It is as simple as that. In hindsight, maybe we just talked about it too long, and rather than just get going. The quicker you get going, the quicker you're going to receive the benefits.
That's a great bit of advice to finish on. Mark Thornton from Maginus, thanks for coming on and sharing some of your experiences of a successful application migration to the cloud. That's all we've got time for on this video. Hopefully you've taken away some useful experiences and ideas that you can put into your plans for moving applications into the cloud. Thanks for watching.